I think the same thing it means to the people that find the villages as a new home. It's fulfilling dreams. AgeWave Solutions, we're an architectural engineering firm now, and we provide building plans for things from, done some remodeling, but we do mostly new construction, from houses to $50 million industrial buildings with robotics in them, and pretty much everything in between. So for the villages, we do all their housing. For myself and for my 25 employees, we you know, everything. It's not just my 25 employees. There's families, there's kids, there's grandkids, there's dreams. One of my employees in particular that I think of when I think of the village's impact is he's now vice president with me, and he started with me out of high school with a technical degree in drafting. And this gentleman had a baby at the time. And I told him, I said, you know, I think you'll be able to retire here if you take a job with me. And he will retire at working for me and doing work for the villages. His son, that baby that was in that, when I interviewed him, was 1 year old. He's now getting his contractor's license, and he's working for the villages as a superintendent. Went through the whole school system at the villages. So I don't know how you put in words what that means to that particular family. And that's one story of many. I've got 4 people right now with kids in the village's charter school. I've got other people that have had kids that have gone through the charter school and they're now graduated. So out of 25 people, we've probably impacted 40–50% that have had kids go to the charter school. So it's a big, big impact. I think it says a lot about them that they have stuck with us, that they do local work, that they, you know, most developers don't like to develop more than 1,000 lots, and they like to leave because they don't like to be tied to that project, and they want to move on. And it's hard to run. My mother was involved with a developer like that, and it was hard to get hold of people for warranty issues. Well, the developer of the villages lives here. Just the fact that they live here and they're part of the community, I think, would make anybody feel more like they want to involve the community. And these particular family that owns the villages is very much dedicated their lives to that. The most recent to my memory is a gentleman, he's passed away now, but he had cancer. And when the family found out, without calling them, they wanted to know what could they do to intervene at any of the medical centers outside of this area to help him. He was in the middle of building a house when he found out, and they picked it up and assigned one of the builders. It just happened like overnight. And it helped immensely, and it just quietly, you know, they weren't looking, they didn't really want anybody to know about it. But that's happened more than once. You know, anytime there's a need, they're not only responding, they're mustering the troops to respond. They're leading the response.